Hello, everyone, and welcome along to this live webinar. And today we're speaking about bridging finance. What is bridging finance and how you can use Lendlord in order to obtain a bridging loan. And the agenda for today, I will start with 5 minutes overview about some of our new features on Lendlord. Then we will speak about bridging finance. What is it? When is the best opportunity to use it? And then we'll discuss how bridging finance can help you invest in property, either growing your portfolio or starting a new property portfolio. Then we will demo how you can apply for bridging finance using Lendlord. We'll speak about our underwriting process, and then we'll show you how you can review and track your bridging application. And we will discuss some case studies, and we'll have a session of questions and answers. If you watch it on our YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe to get more relevant content. And today I'm joined by our team, Aryeh and Claire. Hi, Aryeh. Hi, Claire.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
And let's start with some updates on new features. So can you see now the platform just to make sure before I start demoing it? Yeah, all right. So for people who don't know, Lendlord, we have three main sections, three main functionality areas. One is invest. In the invest part of the platform, you can source properties. We have properties from agents, properties from auction houses, online auction houses all around the UK. And you can also search properties by a specific category, or just watch properties that are now under repossession. The sourcing alert is one of the features that I will show in a sec. In the deal analyzer, you have a rental deal analyzer, which will help you analyze any property deal for buy to let. And you have the flip analyzer, which will help you analyze flip deals. In terms of new features in this area, so we keep investing to expanding our relationships with agents to get more properties into the platform. And we recently added the resourcing alerts feature. So the sourcing alerts will allow you to stay on top of the properties you want to put on your watch list. So the way it goes, so if you on the on-market properties page, you can search property by filtering using the drop downs above the search area, or you can type in address, and then using the radius, you will find properties around this address. Then if you find the property you would like to track, then just click on this button, add to the watch list. And this will now appear on your watch list. By the way, in order to maintain a watch list, you need to be to subscribe to our premium plan, which is £99 per year, £12 per month. And usually we provide 30 days free trial, but just for this webinar attendance, we will provide you with 60-day free trial, and Sarel will put the coupon on the chat. So just click on the link that Sarel put the coupon and get your 60-day. It's available just by tomorrow, just for the ones that attended this webinar. So after you add a property to your watch list, on the sourcing alerts, you can tick those checkboxes to get notification on price increase, price decrease, auction date reminder. So before the auction date, you can get a reminder. And You can also, when you click on search criteria edit, define a criteria. It can be address and radius, price from, price to, property type, number of bedrooms from, number of bedrooms to, and then every day the platform will scan the new properties, and then if you see if the platform will find new property that meets your criteria, you will receive a notification with the link to the property. And for your properties on the watch list, like every time there is price increase or price decrease, you will get a notification. So it's a very valuable tool. The next feature that is quite new is the works plan generator. And today we speak about bridging. When you apply for bridging and the property requires some work, the lender will ask you to provide schedule of works or works plan. So using Lendlord, you can create a works plan quite easily. Just click on add new cost, select the item, or you can use other costs and just put a description that you want. And then put the cost. You can put some notes, and then you can also put the starting date and the completion date of this item on your plan. Click on add new cost, and it will be added to the list, and then you can add more items, and then you can see the entire cost of the project, starting date and end date. So it's a great way to create and generate schedule of works, which you can export as a PDF or Excel and share with others. Last update that I will give you is on the manage side of the platform. So manage is for existing landlords to manage your existing portfolios, to upload documents to property level or to the owner level, and also get alerts when a document is expired. The nice thing with this part is if you apply for bridging with Lendlord, all the documents are there already. But even if you work with other provider, you can create a package and easily you can share documents with others. Just need to select the property, then select the documents you want to share. And the platform will create an HTML report, which you can, with all the documents that can be downloaded, and then you can share it with someone else. So this is my document. You can also manage your tenants. And something new that we've just added recently is the ability to invite your tenant to its own dashboard. And when you invite a tenant, you can share documents with the tenant. And in terms of compliance, this is something that you have to do. So there are some documents that you need to share with your tenant, the right to rent, gas safety certificate, and more. So it's a great way to share documents with your tenant. And also you can share the payment schedule and track the rent collection. So once you complete this quick questionnaire, your tenant will receive an invitation, and then he will sign up to Lendlord to his own dashboard. Maintenance reports, once you invite your tenant can report maintenance issues, and you will receive them with a notification and on your dashboard. So check it out if you have tenants. I think that we provide 3 tenants for free, and then on the 4th one is part of the premium plan. And then let's go to the next topic in the agenda for today. All right, bridging finance, what it is and when to use it. So Arya, I think I will let you answer this question. What is bridging finance, and when is the time to use bridging finance rather than using like just a buy-to-let mortgage? Wait, Arya, I think you are on mute. Right now? No, I think there is a problem with your audio. Ari, perhaps try to log out and log in, and I will basically address this topic for now. Okay, so bridging finance basically is a buy-to-let loan, but a short-term loan. So usually it will be up to 12 months, but there are cases that bridging finance can be for 18 months, and very rare cases that it can be for more.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So you can
Perfect. Do you want me to answer the question?
take over? Yes, definitely.
Sorry, everyone. There was a technical problem. The answer to the question is bridging, by definition, is a bridge. It bridges between two events. You may be trying to sell a property. You may be trying to refurbish a property. So to answer the question, when is bridging required? Bridging is required when you can't get a standard mortgage. You may not be able to get a standard mortgage because the property may not be habitable. You may not be able to get a mortgage because you need to do refurbishment, or simply with an auction, which is the most common thing, you actually don't have time to arrange the mortgage, because at an auction purchase, you typically only have 28 days to arrange a mortgage, and sometimes it's simply unachievable. So you would take bridging finance to get you over the line, and then you would refinance. Those are the most common cases we see for bridging finance.
Thanks, Arya. And to answer this question, I think perhaps you answered part of this question, how bridging finance can help you invest in property or grow your portfolio.
So it effectively gives you may not be able to get mortgages, a standard mortgage, because you need to refurbish. So bridging enables you to just release the capital, get the funding you need to get on the property ladder, and then you'll do the required works to the property, which then makes you eligible to get a mortgage, and you can just keep doing that. And then you finance your property, then you purchase another one. You will typically get better value from a property that is not habitable and lettable on the day of completion, and then you will add value once you've completed on the bridging finance, and then you refinance, and you're able to refinance for a higher amount than you may have purchased the property having added value. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Another point perhaps I would say is it can be also for capital raising for short term. So if you have unencumbered property and you don't want to lock it for a buy-to-let mortgage for the long term, then you can use a bridge on this property, perhaps to purchase another property, and then you pay buy-to-let loan after refinance the new property. So it's like another option, but I think what Arya mentioned is the most common use case. Okay, next topic, how to apply for a bridging finance using Lendlord. So first, create your free account to Lendlord. But if you don't have account, you can go to our website and start the process without signing up, and then just in the end, the platform will ask you to create an account. Just go to Solutions, Finance, Bridging Finance, put your email, and start the process. And if you already have an account, you can start with sourcing properties, and then you can see some indicative terms, and you click proceed to start the process. This is one option. The second option will be from the deal analyzer. Just click on finance this deal button and click on bridge deal and start the process by clicking proceed, or just go to the finance area of the platform, click bridging finance to start the process. And then the platform will ask you several questions, the purpose of the loan, the security, basically the property that you are about to purchase or you giving us as a security is the first or second charge, which means first, and just to make it clear, currently Lendlord will lend only on first charge. That means that there is no mortgage on your property currently. What is the estimated purchase price? And then how much you want to lend. we basically provide up to 75% loan to value. But if you provide 70, subject of course to underwriting, but if you provide 75% or 70% more, we will ask you to service the loan on a monthly basis. The rule is basically we will look at 75% by the end of the term. So if you can service the loan, you can get on day one 75%, but if not, the loan to value will be lower, and we will take a look by the end of the term that we still, the max exposure is 75% if we add the interest to the loan, but it's an option. We lend only on buy to let, so we will not Lendlord will not lend on a resident like your main residence. So you need just to make it clear on your application the length of the loan, 6, 9, 12, 18 months. It's something that we will need to consider, but usually borrowers take 12 months loan. And the exit strategy, which is very important, and here basically we encourage you to put also a description that basically elaborate more about your exit strategy. It can be that you sell the property in the end, and this basically applies for a flip strategy, buy to sell. So you buy, refurb, and then sell the property in the end. Sell of other properties, so let's say that you have another property that during sale process, so you can sell it to repay back your bridging finance. Refinance of property, I think this is the most common way, is basically after you improve the property or after you purchase the property fast with bridging, then you remortgage to a buy-to-let mortgage and repay the loan. Approximate annual income, then of course the address of the property. If you have other properties, buy-to-let properties, this definitely can help your case, also improve a bit the rate. And then some questions about credit and the stage. Are you still researching? You are now viewing properties, you made an offer, or you already have had an offer accepted. The type of the property and the speed, you know, basically when you expect to get this deal completed. Then if it's requires some improvements, we want to understand how much you're going to spend on the refurbishment and what is the expected GDV of the property, which means after you perform the refurbishment, what will be the end value of the property. And then you just need to click proceed to create your application. And at this time, our team will receive the inquiry, and usually you will receive a call, but to save time, we'll ask you just to fill in some more information. So if you want to expedite the process, definitely start inputting this information. The nice thing with Lendlord is that if you already have this information on Lendlord, it will just take the data from there. So some details about the applicants, some information about the property. And then you can review your indicative terms and upload the documents. You can copy documents from my documents if they are they're not expired, or you can just upload from using this button. So you can upload basically any file from your file system. Our team at this stage, and perhaps Claire, if you want to jump in and this basically speak about the process, because at this stage the team will contact you to help you with the application process.
Hi guys. So yeah, so as soon as an application has been completed, you will receive a phone call. Obviously, we will guide you through the full process, which will be to upload the relevant documents. Once we have all the documents, we will send your application over to our underwriting team for review. As soon as our underwriting team has reviewed the full case, subject to check, we'll come back to you with the full terms. Obviously, there's no obligations here. If you're looking at a property at auction and you want terms prior to the auction, then we can obviously get you the terms. If you win the property and you would like to proceed with the terms that Lendlord has given you, then you would simply just sign the terms and pay the admin and valuation fee so we can instruct the solicitors and in parallel the surveyors.
All right, thanks, Claire. By the way, if you have questions, feel free to put them on the chat, and perhaps I will answer before we go to the next topic. Some questions that we already have.
Can I just quickly say one thing, Avram, just to let you know that we can get terms to you very quickly. So we can literally get terms to you within an hour, providing you make the application, early in the day and it's not, 6 o'clock at night. You will get terms very, very quickly.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Siad asked, would you lend on commercial and semi-commercial properties? So unfortunately not. So we currently lend only on residential buy-to-let properties, but we might extend our offering in the future. Robbie asked, would you loan on a flip? Yes, definitely. Flip is one of the use cases that we lend on. So let's say that you purchase a property either in auction or through an agent that requires some improvements to add value, and then your exit strategy is to sell this property. Yes, this is something that we can definitely lend on, subject to underwriting, of course. Anthony asked, what are the requirements for the work plan within the application? So if the property requires some work, the underwriting team will want to review the works plan. You can use Lendlord to create from the deal analyzer, which also we recommend you to run with the numbers to the deal analyzer before you apply. So let's say, let's take a flip, just put the numbers and then click on the works plan to generate the schedule of works, and then you can just export it as a PDF and send it over. But if you have the schedule of works on a different spreadsheet or PDF, you can just upload it as it is. There are some cases that we will proceed with the underwriting and it will be subject to receive the schedule of works, just not to slow down the process. So it's also something that we can do. Another question, do you consider SA as buy-to-let? Perhaps you can answer. I'm not sure that I understand.
I have no idea what an SA is. Sorry.
So, Peter, elaborate what SA mean. All right, you know what? I will get back to the
service accommodation. The answer is typically no. And part of the reason why we won't finance service accommodation is because buy-to-let, well, it depends what the exit strategy is, but if it's refinanced, the vast majority of mortgage lenders don't like service accommodation. So we need to be realistic when looking at application to make it feasible for your exit plan to actually work. So a lot of people will say they've got service accommodation and they're going to refinance, but we know that the majority of buy-to-let lenders won't do that. And for that reason, as a rule, we don't like serviced accommodation.
All right. Another question for clarify, do you provide finance for the refurb costs? We can, although it really depends, because like another finance for refurb costs will require another valuation. So it's an option, but usually we will want to see that you have some money to put down to complete the purchase and to start or complete the refurb. Robbie also asked, would you loan on a flip? Yeah, we already answered that. Peter, did you say you will loan 75% based on future refurb possible valuation, i.e. allowing funds for refurb? If so, Then did you say only if the interest is paid progressively, service? Okay, so Peter, so as we mentioned, we can do second advances for the development or like to finance some of the works, but we will need to take a look on a specific case. And then it will not be 75% from the GDV, it will be usually 60 to 65% from the GDV. So it really depends how much value you are going to add to the property. And so yes, so it really depends on the case. So I will wait with the other questions, just like to progress the webinar to the next topic, and we will answer all the rest of the questions in the end. Okay, now the next topic is landlord's underwriting process. So I will start, Ari, perhaps you can jump in if you need it. So basically, the first part of the underwriting is collect all the information. As you saw, it's quite streamlined through your landlord account to provide all the information. Then what will happen is that the underwriting team will receive all the information, will review all the documents, make some research, and then if there are other requirements or questions, you will receive it through the app. So basically, you'll receive an email with all the questions from the underwriting team, and then you can answer them. And if everything is satisfied, we will generate the terms. I can say that we're not just ticking boxes. We are, we want to take a look like a flexible approach for underwriting. So any information you can provide us usually helps, and we will start a conversation if there are things that are not clear or if we want to get more information. Ari, want to add anything about the underwriting process? Arya, you are on mute, I think. Arya, okay. So Arya will, okay, we'll get back to Arya after that. Arya? All right, so let's
apologies.
Right, yeah.
I have got a technical problem here. But I was just going to say, you have Avram, you pretty much said everything about the underwriting process, but I would say as much information about the overall deal would be really appreciated, because it just saves us coming back to you and asking questions. What we want to focus on is what you're looking to achieve and the exit strategy. That is key to bridging finance.
Thanks, Arya. How to review and track a bridging application. So on your landlord account, you can review all of your applications. So you can either, if it's a bridging finance, but Lendlord also provide buy-to-let mortgages as a broker. So you can also apply for mortgage from the finance section, click on mortgage, remortgage. You can see all the live rates based on your data. So basically Lendlord analyze your portfolio, the engines analyze your portfolio, and based on that, they will recommend you, the platform will recommend you with buy-to-let products, and then you can start a process to apply online for a buy-to-let mortgage or a buy-to-let remortgage. And then on the open applications, you can review your application. So if it's a bridging, you will see all the steps and also all the steps to complete the case. And same goes for mortgage application. And here basically, we'll also update you once the case been submitted to the lender. So you can also track and the steps there. And also you can review your mortgage illustration, and you can review your mortgage offer once it's ready. So basically you can track the entire application, and any step that is being in progress, you will receive a notification through email that your mortgage getting progress or your bridging finance getting progress. So everything is digital, which streamlined dramatically the process. Case studies. So I think we mentioned the types of loan that we look at. It can be auction purchases, improvements, flip, BRR strategies, or just, you know, to complete fast on a deal or to bridge a new purchase, those kind of stuff. I don't know, Claire, if you have something in your mind about cases that we did recently. I can see, like, in generally, it's all about the solicitor. So we can generate terms within 24 hours, even faster if we have all the documents. And then we instruct the surveyor, which depends, but it can be 2 to 3 days. And then the solicitor start the work on the legal. And then we chase our solicitor. If you chase your solicitor, we had cases that we completed in 1 or 2 weeks. But if the legal process takes more time, or the seller wants more time, then the process might be longer. Claire, if you want to add anything to that, feel free.
So I deal with a lot of customers that are purchasing properties at auction. Obviously, usually there's a 28-day turnaround. So the first question I ask my customers is, what date do you need to complete? Obviously, we make our solicitors aware of your completion date in order for your application to obviously be prioritized to complete on that date. The main thing is as Avram just mentioned, is making sure that, you know, solicitors are responding quickly. If I was to see that there are delays from your solicitor on your side, I will let you know exactly what our solicitors are waiting for in order for you to chase your solicitor. So, you know, we always manage to get cases completed on time, no matter what. We just need to know your exact completion date.
Thanks, Claire. Okay, so now let's see if we have more questions to answer. And if you have questions, just either raise your hand or put raise your hand like in a digital way, or just put the question on the chat. So let's see what we've already answered. Okay, what about the property that does not require much work to add value? My estate agent can give me empty or tenanted properties below market value, which I can sell quickly for some profit. Arya, you want to answer to that?
Can you hear me? I'm just checking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so the answer to that is we don't have a problem with it at all, especially if you're going to flip the property. There's not going to be a refinance element. So in that situation, we would happily look at it, and subject to the satisfactory valuation, we would definitely look at something like that. And this is one of the key purposes of bridging, to allow for this kind of scenario.
Absolutely, yeah.
Can I just stress, we will fund based on the purchase price, but not based on the value. Typically, lenders will fund based on the loan to value of the purchase price or the valuation, whichever is the lower.
Yes, okay. Anthony asked, I believe the lending market is changing. Service, okay, it's for the...
I will say you are right. It is changing. It may not be there yet, but I would say this: if you've got a deal, run it by us.
Yeah, the service accommodation, so Anthony speaks about service accommodation.
Yeah, run it by us.
Definitely.
We will definitely happily look at it, especially if there is an exit strategy. And if this is a classic case where if you do an application online and you upload an agreement in principle from a lender who will in principle lend you on service accommodation, there's no reason why we would not look at it.
Absolutely. Do you loan to companies? Yes.
I answered that, yes.
Definitely. Yes, it's not a problem. Do you loan to people with bad credit? I would say potentially yes. Really depends on the credit history. I want to elaborate more on the credit.
We're looking at the overall picture. As Aviram said before, we are not ticking boxes. You know, if it's an experienced landlord who had a blip, everyone has blips in life, including the banks. We're realistic. We will look at it. But if it's an ongoing problem and you're a first-time buyer, you've got no existing credit agreements other than defaults and counterfeit chargements, and obviously from a lending perspective, it may not be one for us. What I will always say to borrowers is, the following: would you lend money to the person that you are? If the answer is yes, then there's a good chance we'll lend to you, but I think everyone will generally reach the same conclusion.
Yeah, I think in general, like as I said, like when it's a flexible approach and personal service, so we will take a look, we'll hear what you have to say, like if there is a problem that we need to solve together. So it's something that definitely is feasible. So just, you know, submit your inquiry, we'll be in touch, then we can discuss. Robbie, I love Lendlord. Oh, it's a good one. It's a fantastic platform. I'm still getting the hang of it, but it's a fantastic product. Well done. Okay, it's not a question. Thank you very much, Robbie. Just another reminder that you can get the 60-day free trial with the coupon that Sarel put on the chat just by tomorrow. So you need to put your credit card, but there is no charge for 60 days and you can cancel at any time. Also, there is the Calendly link of Claire that managing the sales team, and so you can schedule a call. And if you want to apply for a mortgage, you can schedule a call with our mortgage broker. And if you want to schedule a demo on the platform, you can schedule a call with the link that's already also put on the chat. Another compliment from Anthony: Lendlord software is excellent. By the way, really impressed. Thank you very much. Let's see if we have another question. I'm new to Lendlord. My question is this: can I get bridging finance or loan for work that needs doing in a property? So I think I answered it, but let's say that you have a security to provide us with. So let's say that it's unencumbered property. So we can do like capital raising, bridging on this property, and then you can use the funds for the renovation. And another use case, which is not typical, but we can definitely take a look on, is a second advance. So after you complete the purchase and after you start the works on the property, we can fund some of the refurb costs based on a second valuation. And then, you know, if we see that the value has increased, then we can release more funds. So potentially it's an option. All right. So if you have any other questions, just put them on the chat. If not, I think we are good. So thank you very much, everyone. Feel free to reach out. You can submit an inquiry, and then we will be in touch with you and help assist you with the process. And again, take advantage of the 60-day free trial. You have until tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you, Claire and Arya, for joining me. Thanks, Sarel, for moderating this webinar. And thanks, everyone. Thank you.